Welcome to Take Yoga Now. I'm Wendy, and I'm grateful to be here, and even more grateful that you are joining. Today, we are going to work from a chair for all of you office workers that need a little breathing space around your cubicle, or for those that are healing an ailment or injury. Welcome. Let us begin with the first challenge, coming to the edge of your seat. And it's very helpful if your chair is somewhat flat, not one that scoops you up to where you can really sit back. Come to the edge of your chair. Feel your feet truly ground. And you might even want to remove your shoes if you're at an office desk. And just feel the insides and outsides of your feet connect as you stabilize your pelvis on the end of your chair. And then gathering awareness from your lower belly. Notice how your lower belly meets your back, feeling that lower belly draw inward and upward. And loop the shoulders into your back body, feeling your ears stack over your shoulders, just this alone. This with breathing is very challenging. I was once at a conference and we were dared to do this for 45 minutes, sit at the edge of our chair, listen and take notes. And it can be part of your fitness workout and your yoga practice, being mindful. So let's come home to our mind and hearts as we close our eyes, as you so choose, or maybe your eyes are open, looking at a focal point. And bring the breath and its awareness in through the nasal passageways, down towards that lower belly, lower back. Think of filling your body from the bottom to the top, very similar how you would fill a glass of water. And then emptying the breath, more so from the top to the bottom, how you would empty a glass of water. And just start to get in tune to your own spiritual frontier, that which is in your mind, the chatter and the stillness, the dance between the two. And I'd like for you to focus on that which is important right now. Not what you used to be able to do, but what you can do. Find appreciation on what you can do. As you breathe loving kindness and gentleness into your interior, pacing the breath rhythmically that brings and draws upon peaceful energy that is already contained within you. Notice if your feet have changed their positioning. Are they still grounded? How about your spine? Is it still elevated, or is it starting to match the chair? Take a moment to pause. Notice what is left over when you focus on what you can do instead of what you cannot do. That which ails us often helps align us, gives us purpose and focus. And just honoring your own internal vision. What is it that you personally wish to work on this given day? More energy in your body, more focus in your mind, more peace in your life, more material, more love. What is it? And let the inhaling breath gather awareness in the palms of your hands as you bring your hands to your heart space, declaring this focus for today's yoga practice. What we practice is who we become. Let the inhaling breath guide your arms outward in a saguaro cactus like elbows. Feel your heart space elevate. Notice the simplicity of the depth of your breathing and how that truly can calm your interior. And you still stay seated at the edge of the chair with the spine tall and the heart space high and the breath deep. You may have forgotten your worries for a few moments because you're focusing on something that is more important than worry. You're focusing on you and the life you can bring through the passageway of your lungs. Let the exhaling breath guide your elbows and hands to press against each other. Inhale, opening the arms nice and wide. Let's do this 2 more times. Exhale for about a count of 4. Hands and elbows press. Spine tall, lower belly engaged. Inhale, slowly open. Feel the tops of your shoulders start to soften and surrender into your day's work. Exhale, slowly press. Hands and elbows. Inhale, elevate. Elbows just a little higher, shoulders softer. Pause. Can the elbows go back a little bit further, lifting the heart space, and take 3 deep breath cycles here. Eyes gazing at a focal point. Inhale deeply towards that lower belly, lower back, as if you're breathing 3-dimensionally along the axis of your vertebrae. Exhale, soften from the inside out. 2 more. Inhale deeply, without force. Exhale, soften, surrender, go deeper. 1 more. Just holding the elbows wide may be difficult for some. Honor where you are today. Meet yourself where you are. Hands upon the knees. With the exhale, draw your awareness inward as you puff into your back body. Still seated at the edge of your chair, feet anchored and grounded. Inhale, opening that heart space. Tail, gaze. Exhale, draw the awareness inward. Our cat-cow from our chair. And just think we can just take little micro time outs. What if we took micro time outs every hour just to deepen our breathing, to remind our spines how to flex and extend so the natural place of alignment is easier found? One more. Inhale, opening. Exhale, draw it inward. Feel as if you can roll and stack each vertebrae of your spine upward. Allow the shoulders to roll back. And then let one elbow at a time be brought back like you're doing a back crawl with your elbow. One side may be an inhale, the other side may be an exhale. Just honoring what's going on in your life. Can you find peace with what's going on without needing to change it? To be able to stay in your discomforts and your uncertainties and find that sweet surrender, allowing the last elbow to circle around. Start to walk your feet to the side of your chair as you turn your body. Let the inhaling breath guide your arms outward or forward and upward. Let the exhaling breath lower your left hand to your left thigh, your right arm towards the back edge of your chair. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, spiral towards the back of your body, using your hand along your chair to help coax your spine. Notice your feet. Are your feet overly working? Notice your deep breathing. Has it gotten shallow? Connecting to that which is important, what you can do. As we are all on a healing journey of some kind, how we can waken ourselves into a greater state of consciousness sometimes, spirit, the universe, our life does it for us. Gives us a gift that may be hard to digest. Inhale, slowly coming back through center, lifting arms out and up. Exhale, bending into the elbows, walking your feet, your hips, your spine back to center. Breathe in through your right nostril, through your imagination. Inhale. Think of kissing the center of your brain, and then exhale down and out your left nostril. And then change direction. Breathe in and up your left nostril towards the center of your brain. Breathe down and out your right nostril. Do that one more time. Maybe a little tricky. Inhale, breathing in and up, right nostril, center of the brain. Exhale, down and out. We can do anything with our imagination. Left side. Breathing in and up, left nostril, center of the brow, center of the brain. Exhale, down and out the right. Breathe evenly through both. And as you're breathing evenly and rhythmically, start to move through transition, just so you're not holding your breath through transitions. The seasons of our life, we often hold our breaths because we don't know what's coming. What happens if we really move our breath through these transitions? Inhale, arms forward and up or out and up. Exhale. Right hand lowers to the right thigh. Left arm finds its way back behind the chair. This is my side that's healing, so very practicing humility, I should say, with what my arm cannot do. And easing into a twist where you are at, gazing at a focal point. Check into your neck, your spine. Use the side of the chair as a guideline to help you get deeper if you need it. A few more breath cycles. Slow down the breath. Watch what happens in your mind. What's going on in that spiritual frontier, that inner landscape? Haw the breath out. Feel how your feet are rooted. Let the inhale guide your spine, your arms back forward and up. Exhale, that saguaro cactus, elbow down, hands to your thighs. Return back to the center of your chair, or I should say the edge of your chair at its center. Feet return to the grounding core, beginning with that alternate nostril breathing through your imagination. Breathe in through the left. Team behind the scenes, practice this. Inhale, breathe in through your left nostril. Towards the center of the brown line, center of the brain, breathe out your right nostril. Now change directions. Breathe in your right nostril. Center of your brain, breathe out your left. One more round each side. Pay attention to which nostril is more dominant. This will help slow down some of that chatter, some of those stories we tell ourselves. One more time. Breathe up the right nostril and breathe down and out the left nostril. Ease the breath through both nostrils. Inhale. Lower belly fills, lower back. Exhale, soften. Hug, right knee towards your chest. You like a little more challenge, come to the tippy toes of your left foot. Now you're needing to engage more of this lower belly. Energy flying into your body and lifting you up. From here, free your arms outward. Inhale. Now tap your right foot down by keeping your heart space open. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, tap down. 2 more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, tap down. 1 more. Hug that right knee back into your chest. Soften the left foot down. Round the upper spine. Feel as if that lower belly is scooping truly towards that back body. Just giving the abdominal organs a loving squeeze, massaging from the inside, making room for your next meal. And then inhale, slowly lift up, taking this right leg, putting the right ankle on top of the left knee, and just ease into this. Lighten the load. Maybe your knee's all the way up here. Maybe you're barely crossing. Honoring where you are today. Meet yourself where you are. And then from here, from that lower belly, drawing awareness in and up, settling in at that edge of your seat. And then exhale, start to lengthen forward. Try not to round. Honoring the chin without lifting the chin too high. Feel your length. If you like a little bit more and you want to round, do round. But first, find the work. Find where that tenderness, the tightness is, the sensations that your body is giving to you. And then breathe into those sensations. Get to know them. Get to know your mind and heart. You have to leave the city of your comfort and go into the wilderness of your intuition. What you will discover will be wonderful. What you will discover will be you, yourself. How often do our conveniences and comforts, are they taken from us? And what is left over is the person we better befriend because we're on this journey together. Inhale, feel the heart space lead like a light helium balloon lifting you up towards a cobalt blue sky. Let the exhale invite the right knee to soften towards the chest. Lower the right knee down. Begin to part your feet nice and wide on the chair. For some of you, this may be plenty. This is as far as you go. Others, you may want to continue the right leg outward as we create a warrior two from the edge of our chair. We have our right rear cheek on the chair. Left is lightly touching. Right knee is pointing in the direction of that right arm. Left arm is extending. Feel the stacking of the ears, the shoulders. Feel how the feet ground. The feet have some heaviness to them, but do honor the support of the chair. Honor the support of what your breath is giving to your lungs. Then allow left hand to find your heart space as your right arm starts to lift up from your right side body. Gaze at what you wish to have grow in your life. Do we focus on the goals or do we focus on the obstacles? Do we focus on our crisis? Do we focus on what our bodies can do? What are we focusing on? What happens when we leave this city of comfort and have to go into the wilderness of our intuition? Let the exhale guide your right elbow to your right thigh. Your left arm starts to float. Honor where it can go. Maybe it goes behind you. Perhaps you make this your own. Maybe it goes up to the sky. Maybe it goes out in front of you. Draw from that lower belly. Lift the heart space. Perhaps you look up if that feels appropriate for your neck. Soften from the inside. Oh yes, and breathe. Rooting into your feet. Inhale, feel from that lower belly, let that left arm guide you up. Carefully, as you breathe through your transition, let's come back to the center, the edge of our chair with our feet anchored. From here, hug left knee to your chest. Lift the heart space a little higher. Breathing in and out of your interior, paying attention to your mindfulness. Deep listening from the inside. Feel like a little bit more core activation. Come to the tippy toes of the right foot. Lifting from that lower belly through the heart space, arms float out. Inhale, tap, left foot down, exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. From here, right foot grounds, return the left leg to a hug. And then allow that left ankle, that outer left ankle, to be placed on top of the right thigh. Settle in. As the knee softens, the spine lengthens. We're creating a sense of equal opposites. Finding stretch and elongation, the more space we have within, the less tension. And then from here, inhale, get longer. Caution not to put too much weight right on the joint. Maybe it's on the thigh. Can you lengthen? Pay attention to the difference in your sides. And aha. When we're using our eyes to focus, maybe we're on a road trip and it becomes very hypnotic, relaxing. We're watching the environment, but we're not paying attention to any one thing. But then all of a sudden, we get an eyelash in our eye. And the only thing we can focus on is the eyelash instead of where we're driving or what we're seeing. Very similar to the negative thoughts in our minds. When we get negative thoughts in our minds, we often focus just on the negative and we forget to pluck it out and return to that hypnotic state of life, the beauty, the glory. Let the inhale guide your spine, your heart, nice and tall. Smooth transition. Exhale as you set the left foot down. Feet walk and widen. Warrior two on the second side. Left foot starts to turn. 90-degree angle. Right leg extends. A position of that diagonal, 45 degrees. Welcome those arms outward. Can the shoulders soften? Can the spine elongate? Can you find the depth of what your lungs can do today? Feeling how your feet connect and support you and the chair. Allow your left arm to find your left thigh, right arm up to the sky or over. Go slow. Feel your way. Breathing into your inner sanctuary. And living pleasantly on surprise. Exhale. Let us shift towards the backside. Going in reverse. Right hand on the heart space. Left arm reaches to where it can. Pause where you find that boundary that says this is plenty. And breathe into it. Notice if you can soften. If it's hard to soften into what you're holding, take a new stance. And then let that exhale guide you back to the center of your chair. Working the hips, the spine, and I think most importantly, our minds. From that edge of our chair, feel the shoulders roll back. Allow your chin to exhale towards your chest. Allow your right ear to find your right shoulder, and then just a half circle down and over. Focusing on what you can do. Breathing inside of your system, keeping it simple. But how often do we truly stretch? Do we truly stretch our day's work? I heard people in the office today telling me that it's been 1.5 years since they've practiced yoga. What if we just did micro stretches, micro moments coming back inside of ourselves? You know what an optimist is about? An optimist is someone who figures out that taking a step backwards after taking a step forward, it's not a disaster. It's more like a cha-cha. We get to know ourselves through our uncertainties. Close your eyes. Inhale through your nasal passageways evenly. Exhale, whether you choose to haul the breath out through your open mouth, or if you are a seasoned yogi, out through your nose. Connecting to this ujjayi sound as if you're seated right next to an ocean and hearing the waves come and go. And to be able to dance with your eases and your dis-eases and finding a blending of harmony that is contained inside of you and all around you. What we have on the inside is often what we see on the outside. Take a moment to go inside. What is upon your spiritual frontier right now? We've done about 23 minutes of yoga, mindful meditation from a chair. Notice if anything has changed inside of this inner sanctuary. It takes about 22 minutes for the anxiety-producing thoughts to simmer and tame. How often do many of us start 5 minutes and then it's so uncomfortable that we get up and do something that externally is stimulating? I dare you to sit with yourself, to get to know as who's on the inside when your titles and your identity has fallen away. I dare you to get to know yourself when an injury or a healing ailment is holding you back. Maybe it's opportunity to look at alternative pursuits. How do we know? What if we can stay free of judging the present moment and get to know what each moment is all about, absent of this judgment? For the next 10 breaths, I'd like for you to create circular energy from your imagination. Go down and find your tailbone from the inside of your body. I'd like you to start from the bottom of your tailbone, breathe up your back body on the inhale to the crown of your head, and then breathe down your front body as you exhale, circling this energy around you. 9 more times. Inhale, up from your tailbone, up your back body to the crown of your head. Exhale down your front body, back down underneath your tailbone. 8 more. Aim to keep a 4-second count of both directions if that's serving. I dare you to stay focused on what number you are on. Are you still seated at the edge of your chair, spine elongated, core engaged, and a light smile on your face? Are you paying attention to what you may otherwise miss? Is there anywhere in your body still gripping? Practice softening. You may be right at that last circular breathing exercise. Let us finish together. Inhale up our back body, over the crown of our head. Exhale down our front body, back down to our tailbone. And then maybe a few haws, letting go breaths. Let the inhale breath guide your hands back to your heart space. Take a moment to remind yourself to remember your theme for today's practice. What is it that you needed to focus on today? When we do mindful exercises, our worries do fall away for a short period of time. We can pluck that eyelash out of our eyes so it's no longer keeping us from our focus. We end from this position of this divinity that resides inside of each one of us. When we pay attention to this divinity, 2 vines coming together, maybe it's our paradoxes, our contradictions, so that we can find harmony. The deeper we're able to go ourselves, the deeper we can understand another. I leave you with your soul assignment. Your soul assignment. Can you fast from negative thinking? Can you pluck out the eyelash of negativity so that you can get back to your true self in harmony, absent this false one? So from here, I thank all of you for joining. I thank our sponsors, Breast Cancer Answers, Colon Cancer Answers, and Prostate Cancer Live. I thank Kali Ray, who will be here to teach tomorrow for Take Yoga Now, and Barbara on Friday. And most importantly, I thank you for showing up to you, because you will realize the gift that we take this wherever we go and whatever life throws at us. If we can calm our minds and hearts amidst the uncertainties, we've lived a very qualitative day. The light in me honors and engages the light in you. Namaste.